Superhero fans, I'm Ray. Welcome to the Boeville and Newtown's vlog number 19 for 2016. It happens to be October the 2nd. October the 2nd, 2016. It's been a while. I know it. Been a bunch of stuff going on. My bowling league just started back up. That's one thing. That started up about 4 weeks ago. That's my Friday nights. We've been doing more college tours. Also, it's football season. Not that I really care because I don't watch sports. Although, I still root for the home team, but I'm just not a big sports person. Although, here it is, like I said, the Ravens are playing, and the Orioles are in, they're trying not to be in the playoffs, but we'll see what happens after today. Not a whole lot going on. I know, I think in the last vlog I said that I needed to catch up on some things outside of what I've been doing, which isn't a whole lot down here, obviously. But excuse me, freaking allergies, which is another reason why I haven't been on. I was actually, I wouldn't say sick, but my sinuses have been really bad. The beginning of, or the end, basically almost the whole month of September. We hadn't had any rain for over a month, and with everything getting ready for fall, everything starts decomposing and dying off and so on and so forth. My sinuses just went nuts, and of course here it is, this whole past week we've had nothing but rain, so yay! We went from having absolutely none to having way too much. But that's another reason why I haven't been on here, because I couldn't talk more than like three or four, actually about maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes without coughing. It was ridiculous. So, but I did get a chance to go back and catch up on a couple of videos, catch up on a couple of vlogs, and I saw the whole thing with Sparky, and I've seen what Derek's doing with Sparky, and to be quite honest, I've got some tricks up my very short sleeves. I'm actually, I've already been in contact with Derek earlier this afternoon. I sent him an IM through Facebook. I've actually got something here that I want to send up to him because it doesn't fit my motif, but I know it'll fit his. Years ago I put together a AccuRail. Was it an AccuRail? No, it's a roundhouse kit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to open the box. I'll wait for Derek to open the box. But it's an old roundhouse kit that I had done years ago, painted up for the Norfolk. Actually, I painted it black. I weathered it, even though the weathering isn't all that great. It was my first attempt at it. So it doesn't fit my motif, so I'm going to be sending this up to Derek. I know he'll enjoy it because it's Norfolk Southern, and like I said, it's a little too new for my layout, so maybe he can get some use out of the thing. Because that's what we do. Figure one good turn deserves another, right? He's been helping everybody else, and I figure I'll go ahead and send them a little something. In the meantime, too, I'm going to be sending something probably to Derek to get with the rest of the stuff that's probably going to be going to Sparky, or that he's going to be sending to Sparky. So, Sparky, there is going to be something on the way for you as well. It might take a little longer to get there, but we'll get it there. Not going to tell you what that is either, but I think you'll enjoy it. You'll get more enjoyment out of it than what I have. Let's put it that way. Anywho, so that's basically been it. Starting to ramp up, hopefully going to be ramping up down here. One of the things thankfully, where my house sits, after seeing Sparky's video, It's a terrible situation to be in. It's the second time in the last, what, I guess it's been 9-10 months that we've actually had one of our YouTubers have an issue. I know, I forgot who it was. Somebody was down in Tennessee where the roof collapsed and it destroyed the layout, or the ceiling came down and destroyed the layout. You know, and then we've seen, you know, Sparky with the mud through in his basement because of the water came through a window and all that. And it got me to thinking about my layout and the fact that mine is about 36 inches off the floor. At least the first layer of plywood is 36 inches off the floor. It's about 3 feet. I do have a sump pump down here, although it never runs because, knock on wood, you know, we haven't had an issue with that. But it got me to thinking, and of course I had already started thinking about this a while back. I had gone out and bought a whole bunch of plastic containers that will help, because in fact most of the stuff was in cardboard. I mean, most of it's in cardboard boxes. We all use cardboard boxes. You know, you get a new piece of equipment or a new TV or an appliance or something like that. What do? You save the box. What do you do with your railroad stuff? You throw it in the empty box. Why? Because it's easy. The problem is, you know, cardboard is susceptible to, there is the big word of the day there, Big Bill, susceptible to, you know, to rodents and bugs and stuff like that. And, you know, I went, my wife and I had gone shopping, and the place that we went to had containers. Now, granted, they were off color. I don't care what color they are. I really wanted clear ones, but they were way too expensive. But these were off, you know, an off color, sealable plastic container by Rubbermaid. So I bought a bunch of them. I think we bought, well, I know I've got 6 of them down here. No, I've got more than that. I think I got 8. I've got 8. I just filled up 4 of them this afternoon. You know, and to me it'll be at least a little bit safer. The thing I have to figure, one of the things I have to figure out is, you know, I've got some stuff down here. Now, granted, the locomotives over here, they're 36 inches off the floor. Everything is at least 36 inches off the floor down here. That's as large as this this basement is. Going to take an awful lot of water to get that. But, you know, I don't want to, you know, but thankfully where I live, I shouldn't have, knock on wood again, shouldn't have water issues. But we all know, well, I did have a water issue. You know, like I said, this house is quite unique. It was built back in the 50s, and I think the original owners, the wife had gone and bought, and I think I explained this in a vlog, I think last year. She had bought a dining room set, and it didn't fit in the dining room. So what did they do? They went ahead and had somebody come out and put an extension on the dining room. So that the dining room furniture fit. So the problem of it was it didn't have any guttering, and it didn't have a downspout. And this side of my house behind me here is fairly flat, which is another problem. The window right here, it's right there. That window there, when we had that derecho come through years ago, that was about 3 inches from being completely underwater because I didn't have a shield over top of it, and the ground over here is flat, and the front of the house and the back of the house, the downspouts went that way. Doesn't work very well. So here it is, all that water that was coming down was all headed in one place. So I've fixed that issue. The downspout in the back, or on the back side of the house, now goes out the back of the house. The one that's on the front goes out the front of the house. Actually goes across my sidewalk. Actually, I have that large pipe that goes in front of my behind my bushes in front of my porch. So that way I don't have to worry about the water laying right there. And the one out back goes out underneath the deck. So, but, you know, I know there's other things that I need to do down here to try and keep what I've got from getting ruined. And, you know, putting it in the plastic containers is one thing. The other thing of it is I I know that there's other things that I need to be doing. And one of the other things, and I was just telling the wife about this earlier today, one of the other things I need to look into is seeing how our insurance is set up on the house. So if it includes the stuff that's in here, and if it doesn't, then I need to go ahead and I need to get that straightened out, because I don't even want to think about it. You know, I don't even want to go there. But, you know, it's one of those things, when you see a fellow modeler having that kind of an issue, it makes you sit back and think, you know, these are the types of things that I probably ought to be doing to mitigate it as much as I can. Because hindsight is always 20/20. You know, unfortunately, that's the way it is. So we're up to almost 11 minutes here, folks, and I know I've been blabbering for a while now. So hopefully the updates or these vlogs will start to hit a little bit more frequent, but we'll see. And you know, if you all get a chance, I know it's off topic, but if you all get a chance, check out on Google, check out Friday Night Merrymakers. That's our bowling league. I'm going to be uploading some stuff to that, and we're gonna be actually using that for some social media stuff, along with we've actually got a Facebook page, but that's closed only to the league itself. So with that being said, you all know the deal. Wait for the high ball. Green tracks ahead. Catch you next time. Be safe out there, folks. Have a good one.